Hey guys, Strongbird here, and today we're doing a pickups video. So let's do this. Right, starting off, over the course of the month, I've been going to like boot sales. I've been started up again, charity shop, still going to CEX, those little bits and bobs. So first of all, I'll start with the games. So we got Twisted Metal Head On. I got this at a boot sale, Pen and Place. It's not complete, but it was. I think it was only about 50p. So I thought, well, actually no, that was £1. Tell a lie. Next is 13. I haven't actually played this, but I've heard it's pretty good. It's all about first-person shooters, more or less. I've always heard really good thingy about it. But that was £1 as well, so it's not too bad. Next one was Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway, which was actually 25% off £1.49 on the Xbox 360. I believe that's complete as well, but it's got the game sticker on it, so I ain't going to take that off just yet. Next, I got this at a boot sale. I went over to the guy and instantly saw this and it instantly caught my eye. It's Prince of Persia on the Xbox 360, I believe. Yeah. I just thought the case was beautiful, so I had to have it. £2, not too bad. I believe the original game retails for £2 anyway, so I thought I'm not at a loss there. All I'm missing, I'm pretty sure I'm missing like a cover that goes over it. Next is Eat Lead, the return of Matt Hazard. That was, what, £1 something, basically nothing. Just racking up my Xbox 360 library, just slowly getting there with bits and bobs. I think I'm up to about maybe 70, 80 games, something like that. Next is Frontline, Fuel of War, 25% off that as well. I'm pretty sure I had some remaining money on my game card, that's why I picked all these up. I'm just trying to think now as to why I've got so many. And the last one for the Xbox 360 games was Shadowrun. I've heard there was a new one that come out. I believe it was on the PC, but nonetheless, not too bad. I will eventually get around to that. Next, the last two games, and then I'll move on to the rest. I was scouring around at this boot sale. It's probably the most worst boot sale I've been to be honest. There wasn't much there. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it's just too early. People aren't really going to boot sales, bringing all their crap. But I did go over to this one stand, and it was something that piqued my interest. It was these two, Auto Racing and Nazzle Soccer. Now I believe these are on the Intellivision. I believe so. I could be wrong, but I know it's a very old system. And the guy wanted £1 each, so I just picked them up regardless. It's probably the most rarest thing I've got in my collection, to be honest. Obviously, as time goes on, I hope to get more rare things, but to get these I was really stoked to get them. Even though they are in bad condition, there's no box, still very rare, nonetheless. Right, next, I've actually only just got back Friday from Centre Parks. We did a lot of stuff there. I didn't even look in the area, see if there's any game shops or anything like that to go have a look at, but as we were about to leave, girlfriend popped into a sweet shop. She was having a look around and she noticed these. Got Mario, it's like a Pez kind of sweet dispenser, and a peach one. Now I was going to buy the Mario and the peach, and she said, "Oh, is it the peach for me?" And I said, "No way." So straight up, that's going on my shelf. It's not going to get open. It's going to go straight on the shelf. I'll just keep it like that. But I thought they were pretty cool. Next are the books and comic books. So these first three, I walked up to this guy, and I believe it's two guys and this girl. And I asked him about, which one did I ask him? I believe I asked him for this, for Star Wars The Old Republic. How much was it? I believe he said 50p. And then I said how much for the next two, and he said 50p as well. So I said, okay, can I have these two? And so I gave him the £1, and he said, oh, you might as well just take the next one as well. So he gave me this, which to be honest, don't know much about, but I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? It's more of a kind of, I believe it might even be a sticker collection. I know it's more about either the comic books, how the comic books as they go and stuff like that, which is pretty cool to get them. Right, next comic books. So first off, I picked up East of West, the first one. I've actually now read all of this online. It was absolutely phenomenal. It's about the guy on the front's called Death. There were these horsemen. There's 4 of them, including Death, and flipping, I'm trying to remember what happens now. Basically, the Civil War has still happened. There's so many things going on in it, but it's so worth picking up, especially if you're just getting into comic books and you think, what to read. First of all, I'd say start off with Walking Dead. Then I'd say go to Why the Last Man. Then I'd say come to East of West, because even though it's a bit kind of like futuristic, it's still very, how can I put it? It's still very like there, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you can still connect to it. It's really weird, but it's a really, really good find. Really good comic book, sorry. Right, next, Walking Dead 166. Don't really know what to say about this, really. Brilliant issue. Still didn't find out anything to do with that certain someone. I won't say it because I know my girlfriend's going to be watching, and that could potentially mess up things in the story in the TV show because she hasn't read the comic books. But if you are reading the comics, pick it up. If you are slowly reading through the comics, bang through them. They are flipping amazing. Yeah, Christmas, I banged through all of them in a succession. My uncle had like the first 3 compendiums, which are like 1 to 144 exactly, and then I read the rest of them online. There's such good comic books. If you really like reading books and you want some sort of like artsy way, get into comic books, get reading them, because they're not just for a kiddies thing. They are a real like adult thing as well. It's not all this like pow and all this crap. Like, there is swearing in it, there's sex, there's all sorts in all sorts of different comic books. It's just picking one that appeals to you. Right, yeah, so that's Walking Dead. Right, next, and I've only just read this, is Saga. I've read this, the second and the third, I believe. Yeah, this, the second and the third. And this is actually really interesting. It's about the guy on the front and this woman. I'm trying to remember where they're from now. I know he's from Ref, and I'm pretty sure... no, she's not from Cleve, she's from somewhere else. Anyway, they're both sworn enemies on 2 different sides. They're like races, completely hate each other, and they're at war. And she actually has him locked up, and within 12 hours... they disappear together, and then somewhere down the line she has the baby in this first issue. This is the next one that I'm going to try and break through. It's just so gripping. And the funny thing is, it's not even like he's a badass, like killing everyone left, right and centre. Like, he's down to earth. He really just wants to take care of his family. He's not looking for any sort of fight. It's a really good comic book. Pick that up. Right, and last, I've not actually read this, but if I can remember rightly, I'll try and tell you about it. It's Lazarus 1. So, from what I can remember, it was... I'm going to probably butcher this. It's a woman spy, and she's got a... woman spy, and she's no. Is it a woman spy? No, I feel Briggsland. Yeah, so she's a woman spy, and I'm pretty sure she's got to infiltrate some sort of country. And it just goes on from there and on from there. But I'm going to eventually get around to reading that. First of all, I'm going to finish Saga, then probably come to Lazarus. Other few things I've been doing. I've been playing Resident Evil. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege. Been getting back into that. Back when I first bought it, I think I spent maybe 15 hours over the course playing it since I've last played it, and now I'm just slowly getting back into it, doing little bits and bobs here and there. That's a really good game. For anyone who hasn't picked it up, pick it up. It's... is it 5? Yeah, 5v5. So one team will be attacking, one team will be defending, and you've got to defend an objective, or you've got to defend a hostage. So the attack team will come in and try and get that hostage out, or kill everyone else, and vice versa, pretty much more or less. You're just trying to keep the hostage in the house. There's so many different little bits and bobs to it. So if you're attacking, you start out, you have one of these like cameras that roll across the floor, and you've got to go find the hostage or the objective. You can scan for enemies. As it comes down to the end of the seconds, you can hide. If you hide your camera, you can then say you're running into the house and you would say want to have a look in the objective room. You can then go onto the cameras and send your little camera through and check where the person is, and then you can come out and say shoot them type thing. It's really good. I really recommend buying that. Well, so that's the end of the pickups. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Next month, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna skip the pickups at the end of the month and make it, say, the first week in June, because I'm going Comic-Con at the end of May. and that's going to be epic. So I might do a massive video just based on Comic Con with pickups, not just for Comic Con, but for things that I've bought for the month as well. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you liked the episodes. I surely did. There was a good few things there, especially the please be in television, please, in television games. I hope you enjoyed the episodes. Please like, rate, comment and subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.